5,000 years ago, Kahndaq was a melting pot of cultures, wealth, power, and magic. Yet most of us had nothing, except for the chains around our necks. Kahndaq needed a hero. Instead, they got me. I did what needed to be done, and they imprisoned me for it. Now, 5,000 years later, I'm free. And I give you my word. No one will ever stop me again.
And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies with Nerd is the New Bully. I'm your host Leroy, aka the Filthy Casual, with my co-host.
This is Eli, the boy wonder.
Okay, yeah, and we are back with another episode. And for those that haven't been paying attention, haven't been living on the rock, or actually, have a life, we actually some big shit happened this weekend as far as like nerd news, stuff like this. We actually got a big show. We're gonna try to knock out as much as possible, trying to hit all the high points we can. Meanwhile, talk about the other shit that we normally talk about. Meanwhile, also talking about the comics that hit this weekend. So yeah, we have plentiful show for you this week.
An extravaganza.
A cornucopia.
Mm-hmm. Plethora.
Oh, that's me. Anyway, yes, this episode has girth. There's no other way to use girth other than the way people think it's used. But anyway, Eli, before we jump into the bad boy, any house cleaning you got to take care of before we get into it? Because we're just gonna hit the ground running with this.
Are we talking about Lovecraft County?
We are. Before we get to that,
okay. No, I'm good, man.
You good?
It's
okay.
It's hot. It's hot again. It's hot and muggy in here, man.
For now, it was like a hurricane. Yeah, but like I said, this isn't a weather report. This is shit that you really want to hear about.
Damp and moist. Yeah.
See, more sexual shit we do on this show. We're eventually going to get banned from Outward Geeker. I see it coming. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get that set up because we did watch a show right before we decided to record. Because before we get into it, we're going to talk about the DC fandom and all this shit like that. But we did watch episode 2 of Lovecraft Country, not County, Country. I really need you people to learn how to read. So, yeah.
Sorry.
And the name of this episode, not you, Eli, everybody else. The name of this episode was very interesting, called Whitey on the Moon.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah. So, Eli, you want to break it down to it? Because I know you have notes and you.
I don't have notes. That's the thing. I was like wondering how deep you want to go. I can. This is freestyle, man. So I might stutter. I might ramble a bit, but
go for it. Go for it.
Episode 2, man. So, premise of the show: we got Atticus. Dude came back. I guess he's from the Korean War, not World War II. So
right, because he had a Korean girlfriend that he was talking to in the first episode.
So this takes place back in the 50s. He's a black dude, a black ex-veteran from the Korean War. He comes back to the U.S., finds out his dad is missing. Him and his uncle, who's like kind of a nerd. They're nerds. They're nerds. They grew up on sci-fi novels, horror, pulp fiction, yarns. Into H.P. Lovecraft stories. They go on this road trip through Jim Crow America, segregated America, to go find his missing father with a hot chick, with what's her face, Black Canary.
Journey Smollett, the liar's sister. Yeah.
Hey, Willie's in the house.
Willie, what up?
Yeah. And so they take this journey They last episode they got like these racist cops stopped them and were about to lynch them when these monsters showed up and ate all the cops and
even turned one of the cops into another monster also, which I think is symbolism.
Yeah. Which actually calls back to Bitterroot, the comic book Bitterroot, which is similar. It's for those who don't know, Bitterroot, awesome horror comic book created by Black artists and writers, dealing with the same issues, same themes that Lovecraft County is dealing with. So they end up escaping these monsters and they end up at this big mansion. And that's this episode. This big mansion. White folks obviously live there. And they come across, what are they called? The Sons of Eden or the Sons of Adam? Sons of Adam. Yeah. And they want to sort of bring back they're basically making America great again.
Right.
they want to bring
in so many words, right?
They want to bring back the Garden of Eden, so to speak, for white folk. They want to, make white comfort great again. They want to
but they need the black man to do it.
They need the black guy to do it. So basically what happens, they do find his dad. They uncover that there's some weird Illuminati witch cult, or they witch hunters or something going on. And they need Atticus. They need him. He has some sort of abilities. They need him to fight off whatever monsters.
Because he's a direct descendant of whoever, somebody. Yeah.
He's a direct descendant. So he has some abilities, and they make him do this ritual that turns him into whatever, gives him power or something. We're not clear. It sort of ends where he gets the power, but he also destroys the whole fucking mansion.
Right, which I was like, what?
And he killed, did he kill everybody too? So
yes,
it's he's on his own now?
Yeah, everybody in the mansion is dead. I mean, even before the mansion blew up, everybody died.
Spoilers if you haven't watched episode 2 yet.
Oh, yeah. Because that's the thing. This episode was like, what? Not the white dude in the mansion. Oh, yeah. Not that white dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And the way this show is chock full of social and political commentary. It opens up with woke. Yeah, it's very woke. If you're afraid of the woke stuff, of SJW shit, go read.
Hell, look at the name of the title. It's not like they hide it from you. But look at the name of the title of the episode.
Yeah.
Because it ties all into it, right? Because it ties into a Gil Scott Heron poem about how everybody was broke and everybody was joking. But guess what? Whitey's on the moon.
Yeah, they can afford
it. It all ties together, right?
What did Tupac say? You could they got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Right.
But the episode began with the Jeffersons themes, which I thought was hilarious.
Right.
Moving on up, and they're in this mansion, and they're sort of, kind of indulging in, being in a mansion. Poor black folks being in a mansion.
Right.
Sort of indulging. She's ringing the dinner bell because she needs
and
salt.
A white servant come out pouring tea. Right.
Yeah, they're sort of living that fantasy, but they're still a little skeptical. So that had like that Get Out moments, where they're like, oh shit, there's a catch. These white folks are being nice to us, but why? So there's that sort of builds on people of color's anxieties of being out of their element. Being
and plus only the mansion people are being nice to them, because when they go outside of the mansion, even the same village, everybody hates them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's back to normal, right?
Yeah. But we talked about, how Get Out tackles, being the only, you know how it is when you're the only darky out in the suburbs and shit, like, oh man.
Right. And that's anxiety in itself. That's tension in itself.
Right? Yeah. Like, oh shit, I hope the cops don't stop me because they're going to stop me. If they
be the first one I look at if something goes wrong. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So it builds on that anxieties and then, but yeah, then we go further along into, we realize that this mansion, that these people in this mansion are part of some Illuminati cult that are doing some weird supernatural stuff, and they need Atticus's abilities. So again, it ties into that whole social commentary of white comfort and how you know, white folks want the black ability. They want his abilities, but they don't really care about him as a person.
Which was also in Get Out also, right?
Yeah, they just want his abilities. They just want what he can do to make their community more comfortable, more safe. It's all about the white comfort and their community. They don't care about
it's just like the NBA players when shut up and dribble. Be careful what you do, but we don't want to hear you say anything or do anything. We just want you for what you're using for. And
that goes into, we talked about this on like Geek Savs on and during the riots a couple months back about how like America wants people of color's image and their style. They want the black style. They want the black lingo. They want they want the black dick. They want the black music. They want the culture, but they don't want the people. You know what I mean? They love our rhythm. They don't want our blues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the Redskins and natives. Like they just want our image. They don't care about us. So that whole sort of ties into, they wanted Atticus's abilities, but they don't really care about him. They're shooting his uncle. They shoot what's her face, only to get him to do what he wanted to do. Right. Yeah. So and it was also interesting also what they he was messing with their mind and making them dream. Like I said, we call this the Garden of Adam. And when Letty had that dream about Atticus, and when he pulled his pants down, all of a sudden the snake came out. Yeah. But before they even did that, they saw a picture of Adam and Eve. So hopefully people understand what the story of Adam and Eve was really about. It wasn't an apple in the story. It was about sex. The whole thing was about sex. Yeah, and women, and there's this feminism sort of theme going on too about how Eve was to blame for all of sin. Well, she was. I mean, in the Bible, okay. In the Bible, yes. In the Bible, like keep in mind, we're not misogynists or whatever like that, but in the Bible, they blame Eve for everything that happened. That's the reason why they said God said because you brought sin to Adam, I'm going to punish you more, and your punishment is the pain of pregnancy. That's why women get pregnant, according to the Bible. Yeah. And that's how, again, now that I'm thinking of it now, the Bible, they believed the sons of Adam, they believed in in the Bible and using, and so there's another theme of religion, using religion as a form of control and as a form of justification for all the bullshit atrocities that you commit, as long as it's in the name of God. I mean, they were a religious zealot cult. So yeah. And they were just using their twisted version of the Bible and Christianity to do all this fucked up shit. I mean, even the daughter, that the white girl, who was like, she has all these abilities and she's grown up in this society, but she can't become like a full-fledged member. She can't because it's called the son of Adam, not the daughter of Adam. Yeah, she's a woman. So just because she's a woman, she's not even allowed in the room. Yeah, so she can't, again, so it's just that the male hierarchy. It's commenting on men rule, again, old white men ruling the world. And it's funny because the way she was acting, like she was even looking at Atticus like, even though you're black, because you're a man, you have privilege over things I can't do. Yeah. Even though she's a white woman. So yeah. So again, lots of social and political commentary going on in this fantasy horror tale. So I'm still digging it. I was like, my thing is the end of the episode. It's like it almost felt like a series finale. Like, okay, we're done. Like they wrapped up every single storyline in there. Like it's just done. I'm like, why is this episode like moving so fast? So now at the end of the episode, I'm just like, so what else can they do? Yeah, well, now he has, obviously Atticus has the power or those abilities. He went through the ritual, but now he doesn't know how to use any of it because, I mean, does he still have the power? I'm sure he does because he blew up the house, So it's just, I bet you now I think going forward, he's gonna start figuring out his powers. That's what I think. We're going. Also, somebody brought up a good symbolism online about how the house was blowing up and how he got out of the house, that he saw his ancestor. So his ancestor was showing him how to get out of the house. So the ancestor was paving the way for him to be saved. I thought that was pretty deep right there. And that's the thing, like that was so like they got this podcast, like we're a cool podcast, but they have their own podcast also with the actual writers of the show talk about Lovecraft County also and all this stuff. And honestly, Eli, a lot of the shit they said was a lot of shit you hit on the head. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like right there, like everything that you said was the stuff that they intended to do. Let me see. When do I get my poor white trash and the park powers? I don't know.
Ask Spider-Man. I don't know.
Right. Oh man. So yeah, anything else we gotta talk about Lovecraft or
I'm still like I said, I'm into the show. I'm gonna continue watching it. So.
Yeah. Like I said, it's I think it's 8 episodes in all. We're 2 down, so it's 6 more to go.
And I guess this is based off a novel, which I didn't know.
Yeah, it's based on that, but I think they race swapped it. I think in the novel, even in the novel is based on, I think they were white, and in the TV show, even though they're pretty much doing the same thing, and it's something else somebody brought up to my attention. Since this is a comic book podcast, okay, you noticed that that his aunt's name is Hippolyta?
No, I didn't know. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, when Angelou Ellis, we talk about her name is Hippolyta, but his cousin's name is Diana. So I'm trying to figure out why is his mom named Hippolyta and Diana like.
That's like from Wonder Woman, right?
From Wonder Woman, right? Like,
okay,
why?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that. They're not just gonna do this shit just to do that shit. But it's just like, why is she Hippolyta and she's Wonder Woman? But she does like comics also, so that's the thing. Sounds good. Yeah. Will, you would hate this show, be honest with you. So just let you know now. Should we move on to the next topic?
Sure.
Okay, all right. So, like I said, the rest of the show, until we get to the comic book section, the rest of the show is going to be DC out. So we're going to talk about DC fandom, whatever, like that shit. And you know what, Eli? I started realizing something. Like, we're so close to this and we're so, like, invested in this stuff. This thing was big. Like, it's big when it spills out of the normal groups and comic book groups that we're in, and it goes on to your regular timeline. Mm-hmm. And you hear how the regular timeline talks about this stuff differently than what we do. Like, we say, hey, DC's doing some stuff. Okay, let's talk about, see what DC is doing. And the regular timeline is like, DC is doing some shit. Let's see what the fuck they're doing,
No, I've seen, like, people on my friends list who never comment on any comic book. Whenever I share the link of our show,
right.
You know what I mean? They never get
exactly.
Never
Screw
like
DC,
it.
Right?
Yeah. They never comment about comic books or anything like that in general. But then over the weekend, they were talking about how cool the Batman trailer looked, or how cool the games are looking and stuff like that. So.
Okay, I saw a lot of people, honestly, on my timeline was still shitting on with everything they did.
Oh.
Even if they liked it, they was like, I see DC trying.
I saw that too. I mean,
right? They could never be Marvel, because in my mind, like it's all like one thing. So when I look at DC, I just think it's just DC. That's it. I never compare it to Marvel because it's its own thing. I compartmentalize it. Or DC is DC, Marvel's DC. But anytime DC does anything, DC sneezes, DC breathes. They're like, well, you're not in Marvel. You can never be Marvel. Marvel does everything so much better. You're like,
fucking
okay.
Nerds.
Right.
Always bitching about some shit.
Right. So anyway, but before we actually get into the DC Fandome, there's actually something that happened and that they announced before DC Fandome that everybody just completely forgot about, but just like the biggest news of the day. And that was Ben Affleck is back. Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Apparently it's confirmed. Like maybe he'll change his mind at the last minute or won't confirm whatever like that. But Ben Affleck is back, boom, in the Flash movie. And he's playing. I guess they said it because the director said because that's his Batman. He's gonna be his whatever. They fix some shit out. AT&T like get Ben Affleck back in here. So.
Oh, we're pulling the plug on everything.
They're probably gonna do that anyway. Just give him the last ditch effort to do anything. But anyway, Ben Affleck is back. He's in Flashpoint. They said he specifically made, requests on the Flashpoint movie. I guess like there's too much Flash this movie. Then needs more Batman, He's even hinting at it before then because look at this. Look at it. Like he was telling you ahead of time. The Flash lightning bolt right there. Now, here's the thing, Eli. I know you may be lukewarm on Ben Affleck, portrayal as Batman, but that's okay.
I like Batfleck. I thought he was cool.
But that's okay. Even if you hate here's the thing. Anybody watching, even if you hate Ben Affleck's portrayal as Batman, it doesn't matter. Because Michael Keaton is still in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so no matter what kind of Batman you like, you're getting Batman in this movie. Flash, fuck him.
It's gonna be Batman and the Flash.
Batman featuring the Flash. Oh shit. Blood Blast Monday. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, so I'm trying to think like how they gonna have enough room. Honestly, Eli, it's pissing me off because I get it. You got to put butts in the seats. You got to throw Michael Keaton. You got to throw Ben Affleck because no one gives a fuck about the Flash or Ezra Miller for this point either. But why don't they just follow the comic? That's my thing. If you want to be, if you want to continue Snyderverse, like why don't you do Thomas Wayne Batman, which is a much better Batman than even Bruce Wayne was, because he shoots people. Especially if they got the perfect guy to do it. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the Walking Dead guy, and the Martha in that movie. Make her be the Joker, since you love Joker so much in everything.
Everybody loves the Joker.
Right. Make her the Joker. Boom. You got a Flashpoint movie. And you save money because they're telling how much Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton cost. But I know people don't care about Jeffrey Dean Morgan. They're not going to go see a movie because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is playing Batman. I get it. So they just give the fans what they want. Just fuck storylines. Just give the fans what they want. Now we're gonna get into the DC shit, the DC fandom. And what's the first thing on the top? What do we got here? Boom, the Snyder cut.
Okay,
let's get into it. Or as we like to call it on this show, the fuck Joss Whedon cut. Because that's basically what it is, Matter of fact, I'm even talk about this a little bit more. Let me see what we got here. That's when DC fired a third of staff. Yep, exactly. Right before this thing came out, they fired all the staff. Because the thing was, Jeff Johns had his own panel for DC Fandome, but with all that bullshit going down with Cyborg, they canceled it. So that's one thing right there. So Eli, how do you feel about the Snyder Cut now? Is it the greatest movie ever, or is it even better than the greatest movie ever?
I feel like I already saw this trailer before.
Careful. Zack Snyder went the fuck off when somebody said this shit on Twitter.
No, I mean, remember the very first Justice League trailer that dropped,
like before the Whedon shit.
Yeah, Zack Snyder was the director.
Right.
And this feels just like that.
And it was all those things. So all he did is just put back in those scenes. Yeah.
Cyborg playing football.
Yep. Flash rescuing Iris,
Yeah, all that shit,
It's darker. You can't see shit.
I don't know why he didn't go with the White Stripe song, because I thought that worked better, but he brought back
the Hallelujah song from
Watchmen. In the
Watchmen.
That was the Watchmen.
He's just making Watchmen. That's all. He just Justice League is just Watchmen. That's all it is.
It's like that's what he's do. Yeah, Watchmen, and then isn't in his Watchmen movie like the newspaper guy and the comic book kid are named the same. They're both named Joe or some shit or
something. And
that's where he got his Martha idea, probably.
I hope not. But that's what we have going on right now. So we have Justice League with Zack Snyder pretty much just putting the same shit out, and people are losing their shit even over this. Eli, boom,
God of War.
There's so much shit we could talk about on there. I'm like, that's not the best portrayal of Darkseid. Darkseid is what a fucking 360 Xbox 360, Halo enemy. I don't know.
You're sure that's not Zack Snyder's version of Robin?
Fuck Batman. But here's my thing. Okay, so if this is a movie that they're spending money on coming out of HBO Max, but Eli, this is Injustice. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, this is a video game, and it looks better than the movie that's supposed to be realistic. Because honestly, they just need to get the video game people to just do that shit if they're going to do that.
Well, a lot of Zack Snyder's digital shit was basically video game cutscenes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is a bunch of smoke in front of everything.
It was close to that, but with Hallelujah. So that's my thing about that. It's just I'm excited. Oh, and they did it. We got to say it that they did confirm that it's going to be a 4-hour cut. It's going to be split up into 4. And the reason I know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it because they don't want somebody to just Justice League's on HBO Max. Free trial. Boom. It's 4 weeks, baby. It's 4 weeks. They're going to drag this motherfucker out. You're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the whole
thing. That's what I wanted. More of that.
Right. That movie that you don't like, we're going to give you 4 hours of it. And it's darker where you can't see it. Oh, shit. Next, let's move on past that. Yeah, Just League. What's the next on the agenda? Oh, not that one. Talk about that. Talk about that. No, not talk about
No.
that. You know what? I'm fucking up. Anyway,
Shazam.
next thing
You
on
want to talk about Shazam?
we will
Black
in a
Adam?
second. In a
Okay.
second. We're gonna talk about
Wonder Woman
right
trailer.
now.
Okay.
Everybody forgot about that. Everybody forgot about that movie. It's supposed to be coming out this year.
Yeah.
You know, so Wonder Woman trailer came out. There's really not much you can talk about the Wonder Woman trailer because the main thing is we pretty much seen everything about the Wonder Woman trailer. So all they did is shows a little bit more footage. We kind of know a little bit more backstory what's going on. They show Cheetah.
Yeah.
That's good. So we actually got to see Cheetah in
her
action.
full form, yeah.
In her final form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though she had like a cheetah leopard outfit on first, fighting Wonder Woman, I guess in the White House, something like that. But she was like able to keep up Wonder Woman. But then at the end, she's like full cheetah. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cheetah's an awesome villain. Like anytime Cheetah shows up in there, because hey, she was on Super Friends. She's one of them. You know. What do we got? What do you got, Big Willie? Just wait till it airs, then binge on free trial. I was gonna say the same thing also, but do you really want to do that? Do you really want to do that? Whereas, because we know Gomer's gonna do that. You know, wait for the free trial to do that. So yes, there are gonna be some people that are gonna wait to the very last minute, the fourth week, and then just stream everything on the free trial. But for the most people, some people are gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, I'll pay for a month of this and see what's going on. So they know they're not gonna get everybody, but they'll get some people on there. You know. What else was the Wonder Woman trailer? I think
Rogers, more Steve Rogers. And
well,
shit.
Steve Trevor.
Or Steve Trevor, sorry.
Same guy, but not the same guy, more or less. And I'm pretty sure I already know what's happening with that thing. Basically, this guy, Maxwell Lord, basically saying, I wish give you all your wishes come true. And he basically just wished, Steve Trevor back. Because that's what he can do. That's his powers,
Mysterio.
Pretty much. He's the Mysterio version DC. I just hope that the movie ends the way the comic book ends. Boom, with a broken neck. Because Wonder Woman's case. Next one, what we got from that one? Now we can talk about Black Adam. Okay.
Now, is this a comic book or what the hell?
Okay, so what you mean with that thing that we saw?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing we saw was a motion comic.
Yeah.
Because they haven't filmed anything yet.
Yeah,
well, I think they were supposed to, but they haven't done enough of it yet. So we saw a motion comic of basically what the story is going to be about. And they pretty much broke down a lot of shit about what's going on. What do we got? Obviously, you said something fucked up, Eli. No telling.
What did I say this time?
We say so much shit we don't know. I'm pretty sure we'll rewind it on and we'll both be canceled. So, but yeah, that thing's going on right now. So Black Adam, honestly, Eli, this one, other than Batman, I think got the most reaction out of everybody. Like for people that just don't follow.
Is this his own movie? This is going to be his own movie.
This is going to be his own movie. This is The Rock. This is The Rock playing in a superhero movie, which pretty much that's all he plays in superhero movies all the time anyway. So you watch any Fast and the Furious movie, he's basically Black Adam in that. So funny thing about The Rock, he appeals to everybody. I mean, hell, Eli, he's both our cousins.
Yeah, natives claim him.
I mean, you do a fusion dance.
Yeah.
He's us. Like the super superior man god steroid version of basically comic book bullies. That's The Rock. That's what you get. So it's a movie on him, and apparently they even broke down what the plot's going to be. He fights the Justice Society of America, and apparently he beats the shit out of them. So that's why Adam smashes in the movie, Dr. Fate, some other fuckers. I don't know. It's going to be the Justice Society of America, and it's going to be back in the 40s or 30s, something like that. Black Adam shows up, kicks the ass, and that's it. And not only that, he also tweeted out he wants to fight Superman. I think he even tagged Henry Cavill. Like, I want you next. As I kick these old fuckers' asses. What else we got? We talk about the Batman. I think it was something else we were supposed to talk about. Before we get that.
Suicide Squad. Do you want to wait? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What'd you think about the Suicide Squad?
I didn't watch the panel, but I watched that trailer thing, that teaser.
Yeah.
And then the video game cutscene. You want to wait for that?
We'll wait for that. That's the video game section. That's the video game section.
Yeah, I just saw that teaser, which I thought looked cool. I don't know, like half those motherfuckers,
Exactly. Hawkman's gonna be in it too. He's gonna beat the shit out of him too.
Okay.
So, which I would pay money to see that.
Yeah, I mean the Shazam, Black Adam looked cool.
I mean, it's The Rock. He doesn't miss.
Even if they released that like as a Black Label comic, I'd read that.
Right. I mean, it's gonna be awesome if you read that. So but the Suicide Squad trailer, That looks awesome. Well, I mean, we didn't see the trailer, but what they did do is that they did actually name like all of the Suicide Squad people that were going to be in it.
Yeah.
Like, so we know who's going to be in it now.
Yeah.
And the one interesting that we all got this one wrong. We thought
he was going to be Deadshot.
Not they specifically said he wasn't going to be Deadshot when they even casted him. So they say he wasn't reprising Will Smith's role as Floyd Lawton. So everybody just assumed he was going to be like, Bronze Tiger, some shit like that. I think he even joked around and said he was going to be Bronze Tiger, but he's not. He's actually going to be this guy, Bloodsport.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who most of the people they announced. I was like, I'm not, like I said, I'm more of a Marvel guy.
Right.
I don't really know who any of them people.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Most of them are going to get killed anyway. That's the whole point. It's the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So, but the thing of it, I just want to say who this guy is. So this guy is not Deadshot. He's Bloodsport. And he's a Superman villain that shoots guns, I guess. Honestly, growing up, I always used to get Deadshot and Bloodsport. And why I missed this, I have no idea how I missed this. Because it was like right in front of my face. Because growing up reading comics, I always used to get Deadshot and Bloodsport confused. I was just like, there's just another shooty guy, assassin guy just shows up.
Just them two confused?
Just them. Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of guys, but those two specifically. The main thing is Deadshot fights Batman, Bloodsport fights Superman. That's pretty much the difference. Oh, also, Bloodsport is not always a black guy. Sometimes he's a white supremacist. So that too. Make Bloodsport white. What's next on the panel? What we got here now? We can talk about the Batman, because this is the one that got everybody. Like even people that don't follow this or listen to our podcast at all, which is 90% of the world. Yeah. But most everybody was excited about it. Well, I won't even say excited, but it got people's attention. Yeah, that's the main thing. And really, in these days, nowadays, that's pretty much all you want. You just want to get somebody's
man.
attention.
Put it. Fuck us, man. No one wants to see us. Put Batman up. Put that Jim Lee shit up, man.
Right. That's what people want to see. So yeah. So Eli, what'd you think about it? Are you sold on Robert Pattinson now?
Not yet. I'm still.
What?
I'm still a little on the fence on him.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer has my attention. It has me intrigued. I'm a Batman fan. I love the world. I want to see what's going on. I'm intrigued by everybody else besides him. I'm intrigued.
So basically, what you're saying is that Batman was the least interesting thing about this trailer.
Basically, I want to see Jeffrey Wright as Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Dano as the Riddler. Was that him in the fucking?
Yes, that was him
taping up the shit.
That was him, and they showed him. I think he had like goggles and shit, and that was him talking also.
Yeah. I want to see, Zoe as Catwoman. I want to see that shot of Colin Farrell where he's all fat. He's a fat penguin. Like,
right. I'm like, and that's the thing. They're world building. Yeah. And they show Catwoman in the trailer also. She fighting, but she like break dancing against Batman and shit like that.
Shit,
Yeah, all that shit like that. The Riddler shit, like they made Riddler. Like I'm thinking we're gonna get some more, bullshit, Jim Carrey shit, or what's the dude name?
Or Gotham, he was like both Penguin and Enigma were on Gotham.
Right.
But this felt like,
This felt a lot more gritty. Like they feel like legitimate. Because the thing is, like, Batman has so many villains coming and going, like, like Bane and Court of Owls, all the shit like that. It's making the older guys, besides the Joker, it's making those guys seem like has-beens. Like there's nothing you can do with those guys. But it seems like they're reinventing both these characters, which I'm loving it. Because the thing about Riddler, they basically turned him into that guy from Saw.
0 year. I mean, that's what almost kind of remind me of the 0 year kind of thing,
Yeah. He was cool in the Joker War of Jokes and Riddles.
The War of Jokes and Riddles, yeah.
He was cool in that one. Penguin is such a underrated villain because they don't use him right. Like Danny DeVito was wishing Colin Farrell good luck to get him tips. Like, no, you don't give him tips. I don't know what the fuck you were doing, but you weren't playing the Penguin. The Penguin in the comics is basically like a middleman for everybody. He basically runs his own club, but he run guns and prostitutes and all that bullshit. He's a mobster. Like he didn't even go to Arkham when Batman cast him. He didn't go to Arkham. He just goes to regular jail because he's not crazy.
Yeah.
So that's the awesome thing about him. Like I said, Zoe Kravitz. Honestly, she should have been Catwoman a long time ago. Like that seemed like just perfect casting.
Well,
she might still move.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the movie looked like a Nolan movie, which I'm fine with, but unlike the Nolan movie, you're seeing people kick ass.
Hold on, Eli. I got you. Oh no, I fucked up. Damn it! I did all the anticipation, all that build up.
Shit,
that shit. Even though you can't see shit, but there, look at this shit. I love this shit. This is for everybody that don't like Robert Pattinson as Batman, bitch.
This for everybody who played the Arkham games.
Right, that's what it is. And then that's where now talk. Now that to me, that's Batman. Like he gets it. He understands Batman. So that's the thing. Matt Reeves is gonna kill it. Just directing wise Batman. Everything Lovely says like it'll be a detective story. And that's the thing. Like we don't need this bombastic, end of the world Batman story or something outlandish with bright colors like that. This is gritty.
Yeah,
like everything just seems like grounded.
Big stakes in all the Batman movies. Like he's got to, he's got to save the world and all this shit. Even in the Nolan movies, there's always some big giant terrorist attack that he's foiling, and it's like just Batman. Just put him on the streets and have him kick ass because that's all we want to see. I don't need to see him zip lining through, diffusing bombs and. Fly, some
and the villains aren't goofy. That's the thing. Like they don't have goofy, bright colored villains running around and shit like that. Like the Riddler looks fucking terrifying. Like he could be in real life,
Yeah. And I think that's my problem with the Nolan movies is like you couldn't see the fighting, and of course in BVS, that's the best Batman fight scene ever on film.
Well, the thing about Nolan when he did is that our expectation for superhero movies were different in 2005 than they are in 2020. So he could get away with that shit. Then.
He was more suggestive with the violence. He didn't want to, but that I want to see Batman punch people, and that's what we got to see. And I wanted like Catwoman, like as much as I loved Anne Hathaway, seeing her ride around on that motorcycle bent over.
And in a tight leather,
Yeah, I mean, as much as cool as that, she wasn't getting down. She wasn't getting down like in that scene, in that trailer.
What, like she was what's that, capoeira?
Capoeira,
that Eddie Gordo shit? Yeah, she was
doing some capoeira. She was fighting, and you could see it and shit, In Dark Knight Rises, it was all like in the background and shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, this is Cam. He does, what up, Cam? Thanks for listening. He does that other thing called Blurred Up, and they're kind of like, they review and react to videos. He also streams gaming and games and stuff on Twitch.
Nice.
I
don't think it's going to be R-rated. I really don't. I really don't think it's going to be R-rated. It's going to be and the funny thing about Batman movies is that Cam, shout out to Cam. Awesome. We appreciate you watching.
Blurred Up, and they got a cool YouTube channel where him and his sister just watch. They did a cool review on Lovecraft County where they go way. They spent like an hour breaking down episode 1 and shit. So.
Okay, so it wasn't like the 5 minutes we do where I watch for a little while, take a piss, eat a sandwich, come back. So my thing is this: with Batman movie, it's funny because every Batman movie that comes out, we think, oh, this is the real shit. This is realistic, not that cartoon shit we saw before. Because honestly, let's be honest, Eli, Tim Burton, Batman '89, we thought the most realistic shit ever. At the time.
When he fights the guy with the swords, I still get a little bit of a stiffy. But
I'm just saying, we thought that was the most realistic, gritty, grand. Because we came from Adam West.
Yeah.
So we saw this shit, it just blew our mind.
That was badass.
Right.
Going from the Batsuitsy to seeing Michael Keaton, kicking ass and all that shit. That was all dark and gritty and it was
then
dope.
we go to Nolan. And then we look at the Tim Burton shit like, oh, that's just some goofy shit right there. Nolan is the real shit, Yeah. Now we're here, and now we got the real Saw shit, Riddler's fucking Jigsaw, and all this weird shit. Now we're looking at Nolan like, oh, Nolan had those goofy Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul and shit, ninjas running around and shit, So who knows what the fuck has happened 10 years now? We're gonna be looking at this shit like, oh, it's fucking goofy.
That's some pussy shit,
right. Fuck that Saw shit, That says more about us than anything else. But anything we gotta say about Batman the Batman before we move on?
I'm intrigued. I'm still not sold on Pattinson, but hey, it's Batman, we're gonna watch it.
What's gonna sell you, Eli? What's gonna sell you? Tenet. Tenet's gonna sell you. Tenet's gonna sell you. You're gonna see Tenet, and you're gonna forget about that Twilight bullshit.
Am I gonna see Tenet? I don't know.
We're gonna see. Oh
no, good time. If you haven't seen the movie Good Time, watch that. Pattinson is in that, and he's great. It's made by the same guys who did the Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. So go watch Good Times, and then you'll be convinced that he can't pull off Batman. But I'm just saying his look. He still looks. I get it. It's like year 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's Batman year 1 or 2 or whatever. So it's young Batman. But I'm just saying. He looks a little young. He looks a little Robin-y.
I know you saying more Dick Grayson or Batman Beyond than Batman.
Yeah, but
give me no style. Snyder's character.
Oh, it's Jimmy. What up, Jimmy?
Jimmy, what up? Man, all your people in here, you like that?
Hey, Jimmy was a regular on.
Can I get some friends in here? Shit,
Geek Savs, man. My Geek Sav audience are coming over since we ain't doing Geek Savs anymore. Fat T's in the house. My brother Travis. Fat T's in the house.
Makes Geeks ass great again. We're gonna get you guys back on the air. Oh shit. Can we move to the video game section now?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first video game, like I said, all this is DC Fandome. So we got through the movie section. Now we're gonna get to the video game section when we got what is this? Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League trailer. Eli, I love this fucking, even though they didn't show not 1 inch of actual gameplay footage.
Yeah.
But I'm okay.
The cutscene was better than the movie.
Yes.
The whole Suicide Squad movie, this cutscene was dope.
It really was. I give it to you. I know I'm one of the fans of Suicide Squad, and the only people that actually like that movie and will admit it in open public. But yes, this thing was awesome. I'm almost getting tired of evil Superman, but I'm gonna let it go. It's too. It looks too much fun. There's gonna be like a 4-player game, and they realize Gotham, like made a Gotham City. They're gonna realize Metropolis. So technically, this is a Superman game, even though you're playing the Suicide Squad.
It's like Injustice. It's like a spin-off of Injustice. Only we're not fighting. It's not a fighting game.
Right. Although the thing is that they're saying that this is actually tied to the Arkham verse. So everything in the Arkham, Arkham Knight and all the stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, Eli. I noticed something.
Uh-oh.
So this is Floyd Lawton in Arkham City.
Okay.
And this is Floyd Lawton now. So
continuity.
What happened? I'm just saying, is like is he in blackface? Is he I'm trying to figure out what's going on, Somebody help me. I get it. Big Willie play. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean he who will not be named. Mr. Entanglement himself. Play him in the movie so they can want to get some continuity and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm not gonna trip on it that much.
I think you're the only one that remembers White Floyd from fucking Arkham City.
I'm the only one that, because I beat it. That's the thing. I got every single Riddler trophy in it. Somebody said the other day on the Batman movie, I wonder is he gonna get Riddler trophies on this shit, But yes, I remember White Floyd on there. I remember the boss battle on there, and I'm like, Black Floyd? Okay. It's a talking shark. That's not even the crazy shit. It's a talking shark in the video game. So some shit you just gotta let slide.
Yeah. In fact, that's all I needed to see was King Shark, and I'm like, oh, right.
So that's my thing. Like, how you gonna change Deadshot from white to black? But it's a fucking talking shark in there,
Yeah.
Deadshot the next generation. Deadshot Junior. I was like Nick Fury. Yeah, Nick Fury Jr.
Ultimate Deadshot.
Right, ultimate. That's what this is. Oh shoot, yeah. I just want to kill some Justice League members. That's all. So yeah, that's fucking. What else we got? Now this one is the next game, Gotham Knights. Now, Eli, people are actually upset about this game for some reason, for a number of reasons. Because you know why? Because there's no Batman.
Oh.
Like, who gives a fuck? You got Batman in every fucking thing. You can play a game without Batman in it. It's okay. And plus, this thing is pretty awesome. So now here's the thing: this one is not set in the Arkham verse. This is his own thing. Mm-hmm. So because I think Mr. Freeze died in like the last game, but he's the main boss. That's another thing. This is the plot of Batman and Robin, the movie, because Batman and Batgirl team up to fight Mr. Freeze. He's trying to take over the city and bullshit like that. All the shit's in there. So this one, just give you some backstory on what's going on. This game is, I think, 2-player co-op. Even though there's 4 people, it's only 2-player co-op. They didn't name what Robin you're playing as, but I'm gonna take a guess it's Tim Drake because he does some bullshit where he hacks into the JLA satellite system. So he's able to teleport all over Gotham anytime he feels like it.
Okay.
That's how he's doing it. So game looks awesome. I think Batgirl's gonna be like the main, and that's never how you know it's not canonical with the Arkhamverse, because like I said, she got shot, she can't walk. So
yeah, she's Oracle.
Yeah, she's Oracle in that, but in this, and in this, she's actually Batgirl fighting and shit like that. So that's pretty cool right there. So yeah, other than that, Eli, can we jump into the next part of the podcast?
Yeah, man.
Okay, everybody, we're done with DC. No, we're not done.
We're not done.
We're done with DC. We're done with DC.
We're not done with.
We're not done with the video games, right? Because we both played something. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, found it right here. So we both played a game. We played the Avengers beta review, which I've been telling people it's coming the whole week. Nobody paid attention to me, so they finally dropped the beta this week. So basically, this is the last weekend of the beta before the actual game comes out. Eli, I'm gonna let you go. Let me know what you thought about it, because you played it. Also, name what system you played on too.
I played it on a PS4.
Okay.
I played it for a couple hours. I don't know. I don't know if there was an ending to it. I just kept playing, and then I had to do shit. So
raving review.
But I mean, it's fine. It was fun. I mean, it reminded me of Spider-Man.
Did it?
Well, especially Ms. Marvel. When you got to play as Kamala, she had
swinging, zipping, and
similar Spider-Man moves. But I'm talking about the system, the battle system. It's similar to
the skill tree.
Yeah,
okay.
That was similar to like Spider-Man and stuff. I enjoyed it. Little thing, I don't know if it was my settings or whatever, but the camera was a little shaky, so that was a little, little disruptive for me. But other than that, I had a good time. I really enjoyed playing as Black Widow.
Yeah. Did you fight with any time past Taskmaster?
Yeah, I made it.
Okay.
I made it to the when you're in the North Pole or whatever, and you go in the AIM base or whatever. Okay. And then I saw the Nick Fury. Recording.
You're Shield now, protect the world or whatever.
And then I stopped. I hit that, like it was like a checkpoint, and I was like, okay, I got to go do shit, because I'd been playing for like a couple hours at that point.
Right.
But
DLC. Oh yeah, it is coming because the PS4 is getting Spidey. Yeah.
Yeah. Black Widow was a lot of fun. The way you can, flip back and forth.
She reminded me of Lara Croft. That's what she played like.
Or Dante from Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry,
you can go from fighting to shooting. I thought that was a lot of fun. Hulk, I had fun with.
Hulk was fun. I was just smash shit. No thinking. Just fuck shit up. That's it.
And Cap was cool too. I'm kind of bummed that they killed him. I was like, what the hell?
Hey, don't worry, it'll be a spoiler. Falcon will be him.
But I'm just saying, I liked throwing the shield. I liked his moves.
It felt good, especially when you got that shield clearing room. You throw it and it hits like everybody and bounce off everybody, stuff like that.
Oh, T's commenting. I did fight Abomination. I did beat Abomination.
Yeah. I fought Abomination also in there. That was a pretty fun fight. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was talking shit the whole time. So yeah.
And I surprisingly liked playing as Kamala, especially when you got her ability.
She grew on me.
Yeah, when you do the Embiggen and she can...
when she get like super, and then she just like stomp people, shit like that. Okay, that was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. I agree.
Yeah.
So, it was fun when she, like everybody got their long range moves. Her long range, she just punched people. So I thought that was pretty fun.
I did get stuck. I kept dying. Well, I kept failing the mission when you're supposed to like get this where Jarvis is supposed to hack into the base or whatever. And you're supposed to fight off everybody.
That little King of the Hill shit.
Yeah, I kept.
That shit was fucking annoying, man.
Yeah, I kept failing. Like I didn't even die. I just said mission failed.
Because you kept leaving the spot. Yeah.
I like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, because So
it's not really clear. Yeah, Cap was fun.
Yeah, Cap was cool. I guess the targeting system is a little glitchy. I hope because you hit a guy and then you go flying way the hell out over there, and then you go. You
and
gotta
if you go get them,
gotta go
then you're
get 'em.
outside of the area you're supposed to stay in. You can lose the mission, right?
Yeah, so I guess the targeting system I needs a little work, but other than that, I mean, yeah, because I kept failing the mission. I think I spent like a half hour trying to get just on that part. You know?
Yeah, so.
You know, so.
Oh yeah, overall, how was Thor?
Thor
Honestly, Thor was like my least favorite to play as. That's me, but maybe because he's the first person you play as, you don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But when I got him, he wasn't that really fun to play with. Now, maybe if I get him again and I know what I'm doing, maybe it'd be fun. But when I played him again, it was like everybody else was fun to play with except Thor.
I thought Iron Man was a little like janky, like his controls.
He was kind of hard to control for me. Yeah, because he has so much shit he can do. It's just like, okay, it felt like he was just doing shit.
Yeah. The targeting, you can the chest beam, the hand beams, the flying and shooting at the
right. Where everybody else, like Black Widow, fights. You know, Captain America fights but has his shield. Iron Man can just do fucking everything. So you're just like, oh, what the fuck?
You're like floating, or you're flying, you're down on the ground. It was a little.
It's just throwing too much. Like it's the second dude you get in the game and you just play like 10 minutes of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Okay, so yeah, this game I did try to stream. Eli, I came to I learned a hard truth this weekend.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, since we got so many viewers in here right now, I'm gonna just talk to the camera. America, I just realized that my gaming PC is some bullshit because I couldn't stream that shit at all. It was choppy. Matter of fact, that's why I crashed the first time.
I was watching you for a while.
Yeah,
that Friday night or whatever.
Yeah, I did it Friday and Saturday. I did both of them. It crashed one time because I try to be big and bad. I was like, oh, the ultra settings. Let me turn this all the way to the ultra settings. That shit crashed on me. Stream fell down and everything. So I had to tone it down a little bit and go. But overall, I had fun with the game. It reminded me a whole lot of Destiny. I don't know if if anybody familiar with Destiny.
I played Destiny.
Yeah, because they put you in like these little rooms and shit like that, and you got to clear out the rooms. You got to do it, and you got loot boxes, and you find loots and stuff like that. That's what it felt like to me. I like it. If it wasn't Avengers, I probably wouldn't pick it up. But since it is Avengers, I'll pick it up, and I may just play it to say I play it. But who knows? Maybe the game will grow on me. Put Black Panther in it. Then I'll play it.
They should. I mean, why the fuck not?
You're gonna have to pay out the ass to get them. Oh man, which one of you game developers will have suck off?
So how far did you play till? How far did you get?
Pretty much the same place you said. I fought Nick. I made it to the base where you talked to Nick Fury. Then we went back to the base, and right before they got to the harm room or whatever, that's when I cut it off.
Okay, I didn't get that far, so.
Okay, it was at the Abomination. We went to that base, the King of the Hill, basically like that, talking to Nick Fury. That's what it. And that's when I cut the game off. Then I had to go to work, and now the beta's gone. So yeah. So now I got to delete that shit off my hard drive. Let's go to the callers. Let's see what we got. Remind me of the bit. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of those games. Like I said Destiny, but Division kind of like on the same wavelength also. It feels like one of those type games. Like it just reskinned and made it the Avengers, but that's just my thing there. All right. So Eli, can we get to it?
Let's do it.
Okay. We're done with DC Fandome. We're done with the Vidja Gang section. This is Comic Book Bullies, where we talk about the comic books. And the first thing we do is talk about the comics. So let's go to it.
This is where we bore the shit out of the rest of y'all.
This is where everybody leaves. We seen the numbers, except that one guy.
But no, stay. We read some really good comics this week.
Don't lie to the people, man.
Hey, I did. I don't know what you read.
I read the same shit you read. I got
you read that Justice League shit.
Oh man. Okay, so the first book we're going to review, I guess the first book we're going to do is Batman 97 is where we're at right now. So yeah, let's just jump into it. And yeah, so basically how the book starts. So you gonna do it, Eli? Or you want me to do it or?
You can.
I'll do it. Okay, so basically the book starts off with Punchline. She's there, the Joker's girlfriend, and basically the thing about her is that they're getting this shipment they have, but the thing is about shipment. Usually when the Joker usually gets a shipment, like usually steal it or some shit like that. They don't steal it this time. They pay for it.
Yeah, they got Batman's money.
They got Bruce Wayne's money. So like this, we just got.
Okay, yeah. So for those who don't know what's going on, Joker ripped off Bruce Wayne's money. Bruce Wayne's money is gone. It's all Joker's now. So that's what's going on in the storyline.
Yeah. So Joker has Bruce Wayne's money and took all his weapons and Batmobiles and all his shit. So he has all of his stuff. So Batman has nothing. Meanwhile, Punchline is running the shit, man. She's like, and they got this big plan they got going on. And she's telling her goons is that you have to go through the Narrows to get into this place before Joker does it. And they don't want to do it. The reason they want to do it is because they got this crazy ass kid in the Narrows calling himself, boom, Clown Hunter.
I still got it. Yeah. I got that variant. I bought the variant.
Oh, they got a variant?
Yeah.
Hang on to that. Hang on to that one.
I am.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, so the Clown Hunter's thing, if you haven't figured it out yet, he kills clowns. Because the thing is, Joker, since he's got all of Bruce Wayne's money, he's just throwing money at everybody. Any two-bit hoodlum, any goons like that want to join my crew? Here's, $1,000. So everybody's joining up. So what this guy's doing, if he sees anybody in the Narrows, just like one of Joker's goons, he kills them. Boom, out of here. Mm-hmm. He don't do the Batman shit. You're done. You're out of here. So Punchline basically has basically tells them, look, you're gonna be scared of a kid, or you're gonna be scared of a kid that's about the guy that's gonna kill Batman. That's her thing right there. So going to Batman, now this is where the story gets weird. Batman is fighting zombies, basically. Joker zombies. Yep. Joker zombies, yeah. In the Monarch Theater. If you don't know what the Monarch Theater is, why the fuck you even still listen to this podcast? Anyway, he's in the Monarch Theater beating the shit out of Joker zombies. Joker's basically telling him what his plan is going to be. He's basically like bought the Mark of Zorro. He's playing in every single theater in Gotham City. And when he gets everybody, he's paying like everybody like $1,000 to just show up to watch the movie.
The Joker cut. It's the Joker cut.
It's still the fuck Joss Whedon cut, no matter where you go. So he's there. He's going to invite everybody in Gotham, pay him $1,000 to go see the Mark of Zorro. And basically he's going to tell him, Batman, what I'm doing. Because, yes, I could have killed you years ago if I wanted to. But it's more fun to torture you. But you know what would be even more fun? If I tortured everybody else in the city the same way I torture you all the time. So when everybody goes to the theater and they watch the Mark of Zorro, the same movie you saw right when your parents got shot, I'm going to tell everybody your secret. I'm going to tell everybody that Bruce Wayne did the same thing you guys doing right now. Watch the Mark of Zorro. His parents got shot in the alley. He became traumatized. He became Batman. And guess what, Batman? It's going to be funny as fuck. They're going to come after me, maybe some years down, but they're going to come after you first, So Batman's just like, I can't trust anything I'm watching right now. I got to do some ninja shit. Oh, I got to watch. Look at this panel right here. This shit is awful because if you haven't paid attention, Batman is also tripping balls right now. He's just losing his shit right now because he got in a fight with Punchline and she sprayed him with some like potent Joker toxin. So he's losing his shit right now. He's hearing voices. All the zombies he's fighting turned into Jokers in his mind.
Yeah, he thinks Alfred's been dead this whole time, but he thinks Alfred is talking to him.
Right. And he's going crazy. So to make sure that he doesn't, lose his mind, he fights these Joker zombies blindfolded.
Yeah.
Even though that, so he fights them blindfolded, just beating the shit out of them, stuff like that. Burns the Monarch Theater down. So the Monarch Theater is gone. So because he burns it down to the ground because he got to get rid of these zombies and shit like that. So when he sneaks out the back alley of Monarch Theater, if you know your Gotham locations or your Gotham lore, the back alley of Monarch Theater is Crime Alley.
It's Crime Alley.
Yeah. So when he walks in the back of Crime Alley trying to get away out of the burning Monarch Theater, he's still hallucinating shit. And he sees his parents walking again. While he's doing the Mark of Zorro shit like that. And this fucker's so fucking crazy. He go, no, turn back. Like, what the fuck, man? It's not a horror movie. They're already fucking dead. So anyway, he passed out of shit like that because he basically.
But Harley's there to find him. So, oh, here you go. Here you go again. His parents getting killed again.
Yeah, because he's basically like talking a lot like, oh, let me fix him. Because Harley fixed him up the first time because he was basically tripping balls the first time. So she takes him to this underground poison ivy base that nobody knows about except him. Oh, I gotta see this too. I'm sorry, fans. I'm sorry, all listeners and all people listening. I'm about to give you nightmares right now. What I'm about to show you is Joker in a Speedo. You didn't want to see it. I had to see it, so you're gonna see it.
He's got no tattoos. What the hell, man?
Well, I thought it was just a back tattoo he had. I thought he had like a big back dragon tattoo.
I thought I was looking at Jared Leto Joker.
That's what it seemed like. Honestly, now you see. Now you see why Harley. How you got Harley.
Yeah.
if the jokes don't get her, this will. And so he's got a punchline, basically saying my plan's about to go into motion. I'm about to, destroy Gotham, shit like that. He's getting drunk as shit. He bought some building on Bruce Wayne's money, drinking all his champagne, shit like that. Oh, and he tells Punchline to go kill Harley. Like, get rid of her. I'm tired of her, So we go there. Harley Quinn took Batman to, the base, and he also said some shit like that. Now, normally when we come to this Harley Quinn or this Poison Ivy base, we usually get naked and walk around. But Batman, I don't know you that well, so we're not gonna do that. So he's trying to clear out, Punchline's toxin all out of his system. So she gives him this drink. Batman drinks it. He starts tripping balls even more. Starts really freaking the fuck out. Starts going through tunnels and shit, Yeah. And at the end of the last panel is Alfred. So Alfred is in his mind, not allowing this saying, we need to have a long talk. So that's in the book. Yeah. So overall, the story is moving. That's what I like. It's moving. I think it's still coming to like this shocking conclusion because we still don't know exactly what Joker's planning because there's no way he's gonna pull this shit off.
Well, yeah, he's gonna poison the city with his toxin. He's making that new toxin at Ace Chemical.
That Punchline just made. Yeah. So it's like super potent.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Joker Speedo. I liked it. It wasn't the best story of it, but like I said, it's keeping the story moving. It's not like a dull issue or anything like that. The Joker zombies are still kind of what? But I'm dealing with it. I still like it, how every time Harley Quinn shows up, she's basically she's like the audience, like Batman, you're fucking crazy. She's like his therapist, basically. That's what I like about it. Like Harley Quinn is his therapist. Yeah,
she's there to remind. She's like I said, James Tynion is poking fun at the Batman lore with this story. He's taking pot shots, like I said, the Marco Zorro, the Joker cut. Making those references to the Snyder cut, and that scene where Joker and Punchline are up in the building and they're like, look at all those people bickering down there. All the, those comic nerds bitching about this shit.
Right. While he's up high just getting money off him.
Yeah. I'm just here making money. They love this shit. And then when Joker is talking to Batman in the theater and when the zombies are attacking him, he's basically saying what fans have been saying all these years. Why don't Batman kill Joker? Because he's going to save all these people.
Right. Like it was worse when you didn't know how dangerous I was.
Yeah.
But even when you found out how dangerous I was, you still letting all these people die.
Yeah. And Joker's like, here's the past coming back to haunt you. All these zombies are coming back to haunt you. These are the people you could have saved if you killed me. So, like I said, I think Tynion is these are all just inside jokes.
A junkie and a psycho. He is. Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5. I of course Clown Hunter. I want a Clown Hunter.
There's a theory about Clown Hunter. Have you heard the theory?
What? He's Joker's son?
No, not Joker's son. They're saying he might be Damien.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard. He might be Damien.
Okay. No, I don't want that. I don't want
We'll see. I just think Damien hadn't been in the story at all. So
but I want his own book. I want at least a tie-in. Give him his own little tie-in where he's just going around killing Joker goons. Like just give me that, So I did dig that little moment. But yeah, I'm surprisingly enjoying this because I was getting so burned out on the Joker.
Right. It's just the story is just moving. That's all I want. Just give me a story that moves.
Yeah, I'm so burnt. Like after the movie, I was like, oh, and then they had the Harley Joker, and then the Joker, what was that Black Label book that Jeff
Harleen,
yeah,
the Killer Smile,
the
Crazy
Killer
Smile,
and then the
White Knight,
lead up to the Joker War. It's just Joker shit. Now we got that 3 Jokers book coming out.
That everybody's been talking about, want us to do.
That Jeff Johns wrote. But hey, are we canceling Jeff Johns?
I don't know. I mean, I think as of yesterday, yes. But
if we are, then I don't got to read it.
Right.
Because I didn't want to read it because I'm bored of Joker. But now I say I'm woke. you know?
Right. So I guess we have to see. We'll see if Jeff Johns been canceled or not, you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was just getting so burned out on Joker and then I surprisingly like this story, you know, considering that I've been getting bored with the Joker. But hey, DC is doing the right, you know, they like, hey, you like that Joker movie? Well, here's a bunch of Joker comics here.
Yeah, but it's just shoving Joker just down your throat, man, in a Speedo, you know, just.
Or else you got Marvel. Hey, you like those Avengers movies? Well, here's Iron Man. She's a 15-year-old girl. You know?
Right.
You know, here's Thor. She's a girl too.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Asian Hulk, you know.
And he's totally awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. What's next book we got? Your turn. Whatever you got. Whatever you go for next, I got you.
I didn't read much. This was a light week. You doing Maestro?
I'll let you do I'll do Maestro. Yeah. That way you can balance out. Because otherwise, you're gonna take all my books.
Okay. I'll do Star Wars Bounty Hunters.
Star Wars Bounty Hunters. Go for it.
Oh crap! I hit number 1. I got to go to number 4. Sorry. Damn Comixology. Damn digital.
It's the future.
Digital. Yes, the digital age. Okay, take off guided view so I can like flip through the pages. So, Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 4. Basically, we got Bosk, we got Boba Fett, we have Valance, who is an old Star Wars bounty hunter from the comics back in the 70s. He's basically a cyborg, looks like the Terminator.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought this was, the Terminator book.
Yeah, it's Valance on the cover. He's a cyborg. You have this girl named Tonga, who I'm not familiar with, but she is part of the crew too. So basically, years ago, this crew, they went on a job they were hired by this client to find this woman. When they found the woman, the job went to hell, a big old shootout. Lash, the leader of the crew, ended up killing the client. The client turned out to be the son of a mob boss. So this sparked a big, huge mob war in the galaxy. And the job got fucked up. Tonga's brother was killed in the shootout. They all left their separate ways. It was a big mess. And it sparked this mob war that's been going on for years. Fast forward years later, Lash was in hiding. She came out of hiding. Now every bounty hunter in the galaxy are after her, including Boba Fett, who...
so he's in the book, okay.
Yeah, who at the time was on his way to bring Jabba the Hutt Han Solo. So this takes place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Boba Fett had Han Solo frozen in carbonite in the back of his ship, and then he got the call like, hey, Lash has resurfaced. He goes, oh, okay, well, I'm going to take this job for free. So this is how much Boba Fett hates her. Like, he's willing to work for free. He's willing to not get paid from Jabba.
Right, because screw up that mission, right, that easy money. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how much Boba Fett hates this Lash, this girl who fucked up the job. So basically this series, it's just gangster shit. Old West bounty hunters all after the same score. Last issue, Valance and Tonga sort of teamed up and they were looking for Lash. In this issue, Lash has a little girl, like a teenage girl with her, and she's sort of protecting her. Valance and Tonga find him, and then we get the flag. Like, and Tonga's like pissed off because her brother was killed because of what she did. She killed the client. So Tonga's like, I should kill you right now, but Lash says, oh, I didn't tell you why the job went sour. So we get this issue, we get the flashback to why Lash killed the client. It turns out this client hired this crew to find this woman. When they found the woman, it turns out she was pregnant. So Lash brings the client into where the woman is, and she's pregnant, and the client pulls out a gun and is about to shoot this woman. And Lash was like, what the hell are you doing? He said, oh, well, I knocked up this broad, and she's the daughter of the other crew, of the mob boss of the other crew. So he's going to kill her because she's pregnant with his kid, and it's going to cause, like, basically taint his inheritance or whatever.
Right.
So she's like, so Lash says, no, that ain't happening. And she shoots him. So that's why she killed the client, because he was about to kill this pregnant woman.
Wow.
You know?
Okay.
So the pregnant woman gives birth, and now that's the girl that Lash has. So Lash has this teenage girl who's basically what do you call it? The
surrogate,
the heir,
midwife. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
the heir to the throne or whatever, you know. But it's gangster shit, you know. So like they basically she's part of the crew. She's part of the family, and she's protecting her. So Tonga's like, okay, I won't kill you for now. We'll get this girl to safety, and then that's it. I'm out of the life. I'm done with this criminal lifestyle. I'm done. And then all of a sudden, bam, Tonga gets shot. Her chest blows open. She falls to the floor dead. And the last panel, it's Boba Fett, and he shot her. He's like, oh,
wow.
How you guys been doing? And then it ends, and I was like, oh, shit.
So is it like an ongoing like series, or
this is number 4? I don't know.
Oh, wow, okay, so it has been an ongoing series. Okay.
Yeah, this is number 4. I don't know if this is just this story arc, but I've been having a lot of fun with this. Like I said, this is gangster shit, Old West in the Star Wars universe, bounty hunters doing crime, gritty crime shit.
And Marvel's doing this?
Marvel's doing it, and the art is great. Like I said, all the Star Wars haters, the best Star Wars storytelling is going on in the comics. It's going on the Clone Wars, the Mandalorian. Some of the best Star Wars shit is happening right now. I mean, bitch about the movies all you want, but I read the comics. I watch the Clone Wars. This shit is dope. Fuck it. This is a 5 out of 5. But you know what?
I'm fine with it. They laying the groundwork down. You
know?
know?
I went back and read the rest of the issues yesterday. Like I read this one, then I went back and read the entire arc again, just to because it's fun. It's just
is Boba Fett through all of them, or
he's in the background. But like one of the issues, it was Bosk and Valance had a fight, and you know, so it's like showcasing all the different bounty hunters doing shit. But Boba Fett has been lurking in the background, and this one he just shows up out of nowhere and shoots Tonga, and I was like, oh shit! So yeah, cool. I dug on this a lot. So
cool. Let's go to the colors. Let's see. I'll let you read that one. Let me see.
Sounds great. Street level Western Game of Thrones, Star Wars. Yeah,
that's what Star Wars is. You just throw a whole bunch of shit in there. Just see what sticks. All right. So next one I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do Maestro just yet. I'm gonna do Thor 4. This is 4 or 5. No, this is 7 or 6. Whatever this is, latest one. Cool ass shit. The name of the story is Herald of None. Yeah.
It's still Donny Cates, right?
Donny Cates, y'all. Right. I know that shit dead. We're gonna keep it going. All right. So basically how the book starts off, that actually starts off with the Silver Surfer, but it's Donny Cates Silver Surfer. So it's the Black Silver Surfer. I'm not even explaining it. It's some shit. Go read one of his stories. Anyway, so Silver Surfer.
He's got null.
Some null shit going on.
He got nulled.
Basically. So Silver Surfer shows up. He was like, I heard what happened. So we see Thor, and this is set not in the future. This is set later, but not in the future. It's like set maybe a month later after the events that happened last night. Because in the last issue, the Black Winter shows up and gets ready to attack, Galactus and Thor. So this is about a month later, give or take. And Thor is just drunk off his ass. And Silver Surfer is like, I heard what happened. I'm trying to, give my condolences of what happened. And what you did to the Bifrost, that's a problem. We'll find out what happened to the Bifrost later on. And Thor's like, Silver Surfer, I don't know why you're here. Oh, also there's some Donny Cates shit I gotta see right here. What Silver Surfer does with his board, like he turns it into shit. So he like turns into some stairs just to walk down. Like, why? But fuck it. So Thor is drunk off his ass. Silver Surfer's basically telling him, I heard what happened. Tell me what happened out there. And Thor's like, you really don't want to know what happened. You're like, tell me. You're like, okay, I'm gonna tell you, but if I tell you, shit happens. So anyway, we go back there. We got the Black Winter, and we got Galactus and Thor. They all fighting each other. The Black Winter is getting ready to fight Galactus. So apparently, Galactus, the Black Winter, Galactus is the herald of the Black Winter in the old universe.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yes, that happened now. So, and he's coming back to get Galactus while Galactus making up this bullshit to get Thor to help him out, saying that Black Winter is here to destroy the universe. He's not here to destroy the universe. He's just here for Galactus. So basically, Galactus has been filling Thor with just lies. Or he's been lying to Thor the entire time. So while that's going on, Black Winter like beats the shit out of Galactus, and Thor stands between them. And Thor's just like, you gotta wait your turn, Black Winter. I gonna handle Galactus myself. And Galactus like, you gonna do what? Like, I'm Galactus. I eat planets for fun. And I'm more powerful than I've ever been before because I tricked your ass into making me eat all those powerful ass planets. So Thor, you're gonna die. So he hits Thor with the biggest blast he ever did before. Thor takes that shit and absorbs all the power cosmic out of Galactus. Galactus is powerless. Thor has all that shit now. Like,
no shit.
Oh, yeah, like, okay, what the fuck? So, and then what happens? So the Black Widow is just like, okay, Thor, you had your fun. Now I'm gonna step in. And like, no, you're not gonna step in because I'm about to take both you out at the same time by myself. So since Thor has the entire amount of the power cosmic inside of him, I gotta show you this panel. This shit is fucking ridiculous. He blasts. Shit, I can't show you. Yeah, he blasts Galactus with the biggest lightning bolt the universe has ever seen. And I'm trying to show you this shit. Yeah, like they're on a moon, right? He blasted the entire moon with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
And it charges up Galactus so much that Galactus, whatever little bit of power cosmic has left, he blows up and destroys the Black Winter. So all you see left is just a Black Winter's gone, and Galactus is just corpse. Not even his corpse, just like his armor is just still there. That's it. Galactus himself is gone. So and the only thing left with the Black Winter is just a little black snowflake. And the thing about the Black Winter, his power is the Black Winter can tell your future of how you die. And he tells Thor, do you want to know how you die? And Thor's like, but Thor's already holding it, so he tells him. So Thor can see in his hands how he dies in the future. And that's why he's getting drunk off his ass right now, because he's depressed about what he just did. So he knows how he's going to die. He knows when he's going to die and also like that. Oh, and when Silver Surfer talking about the Bifrost Bridge, basically Thor has stuck in Galactus' helmet onto the entrance of the Bifrost Bridge. So you walk in, you walk on Galactus' helmet. You know? Yeah. So like I said, Donny Cates on some weird shit. And basically Silver Surfer's asking him, Thor, since you can see how you die, what did you see? And Thor doesn't say anything, but we see it. And I gotta just show you this shit. Because this is what he sees. A bunch of Marvel zombies with Thanos holding Mjolnir with all the Infinity Gauntlet stones in it. And I think with Null's...
What did that... As I say, is that Null's gauntlet or whatever?
I think so. So that's what Thanos sees. And basically see that's how he dies. That's how Thor's died. Will eventually die in the future.
Okay.
And that's why Thor is so fucked up right now, because he saw that shit and he know it's coming. The end. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So like I said,
Fat T around, he'll love that because he's a big Thanos fan.
Yeah. So basically that's what the fuck happens. And that's the thing. Donny Cates already wrote the story. At the end, Thanos beats everybody. If we go by Donny Cates' thing, which pretty much he runs all of Marvel.
He wrote Thanos wins, right?
He wrote Thanos wins. That's where all this shit came from. There you go. Yes, exactly. Oh man. So yeah, crazy ass story. So yeah, I'm gonna still give it a 4 out of 5 just because it was so short. That's all. It just wasn't no build up. I really didn't know what the fuck was Thor doing with the Black Winter. Like, you just gonna blow up the Black Winter, this universal destroying monster by lightning? Like, okay. It just felt like a cop out. Just get rid of him and just move to the next story. But 4 out of 5. Still some cool imagery because Donny Cates gonna give you some shit like, what the fuck? You know, he's always gonna give you that in a story. So
that sounds cool. I mean, shit. You're doing Maestro, right?
I'm doing Maestro. Yeah.
Okay. So the only other book I read then was Transformers and the Terminator.
Let's do it.
Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what we got: IDW, the Transformers. The Terminator, Skynet, sends a Terminator back to 1984 to destroy the Transformers because Skynet learns that the Earth gets taken over by these giant robots from space. Mm-hmm. So in order to stop that, he sends the Terminator back. Terminator goes back to 1984, finds the ship, what is it called? The Ark or whatever that crash landed on
You gotta
Earth.
ask Gomer about that shit. I don't.
Yeah, I'm going deep into Transformers.
This is
lore.
this. Oh, what is that? Instruments of Destruction. Listen to that podcast.
Instruments of Destruction. Yes, go listen to that. They go deep into Transformers lore. I'm not talking about the Michael Bay shit. I'm talking about the comics and the old cartoon.
Right.
So basically, the Terminator finds the Autobots, Optimus, and all the Autobots still sleeping, and he's about to kill them. But Optimus wakes up and says, "Hey, no, man, we're actually trying to stop the guys that are trying to take over the Earth. Those are the Decepticons you want." So basically, it's the Terminator and the Autobots versus the Decepticons. At some point, they find Sarah Connor, and she's in there, the only human, essentially. Mm-hmm. This is number 3. It's starting to get a little, plateaued, Mm-hmm. The first 2 issues were fun. This one, it's just, they all split up and all go on different missions. You got, the Terminator and Optimus on one team. You got some other Autobots going over here. And you got Bumblebee and Sarah Connor on another mission and shit like that. It's a lot of talking, not as much. I was hoping for some more action. They do fight at some point. There's a cool scene where Bumblebee and Sarah Connor are getting chased by Thundercracker. That was kind of cool, but I was hoping for more Terminator in this. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is just essentially just Transformers beating each other up. I was hoping for more exoskeletons, or what are they called? The T-800s or T-8000 or no T-800s.
T8, yeah, that's Arnold. Yeah. T-800 was Arnold.
Yeah. I was hoping for more of that. I was hoping for more of the HKs, and it's just one Terminator kind of running around with Optimus. It got a little stale for me. This is 3 out of 5. Hopefully it picks up next issue. This was fun, but this one, it got a little stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So 3 out of 5.
Okay, cool. All right, so next book, we got to make sure I spelled this right. I got lucky. Cool. So this is Maestro number 1. Eli, can I say book of the week? I can't say book of the week, can I? Or is that premature?
I love this. So
okay. So we can say book of the week. Okay.
This is Star Wars. It's either this or Star Wars, and you didn't read Star Wars.
I didn't read Star Wars, so we're gonna say book of the week. Now let's give a little disclaimer on what exactly Maestro is and why we're so excited this book. Now, if you've been following the podcast, we actually did an entire episode on who Maestro is, and the book he was invented from was called Future Imperfect. I think we called the episode Days of Future Smash. Basically, the Maestro is Hulk in the future that takes over the planet and goes crazy, shit like that. And basically, he gives hints in that story about how he came to be, but he doesn't. But this book is showing you how he got there. So it's a prequel to Future Imperfect.
The origin of Maestro.
Exactly. And honestly, Eli, I thought it was a cash grab. I wasn't interested at first until I saw that it was written by Peter David.
Yeah, I was on the fence about buying it.
Because I thought it was just another cash grab. Marvel just doing some bullshit. It's touching story they shouldn't touch. Yeah. But when I saw Peter David did it, because he was the one that originally wrote the story, I was like, oh, so he's finishing his story.
And even with Peter David writing it, I was still a little skeptical. I was like, I'll check it out, because it was a light week. There wasn't a lot of books that I was into. This was sort of a fuck it, I'll check this out, and I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did.
Right, because Peter David hadn't written stuff for Marvel in a while. So anyway, so the book starts off at Hulk beating the shit out of a Sentinel. Just normal shit. He's with the Avengers. The Avengers are congratulating him. Hulk, good job, for taking out a Sentinel. You're a one-man army by yourself, and everything's good. It's all good. Betty is still around. They got kids now. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see the picture of the kids. So they got kids. One's a white kid, one's a green kid.
Thaddeus and Rick.
Thaddeus and Rick. Yeah, Thaddeus is Thunderbolt Ross, and that's Betty's dad. So that's all that. They're living in Avengers Mansion. I think Captain America shows up there at one point, but then it started glitching. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? So when they start glitching, Hulk knows some weird shit going on, and that's when Captain America shows him. He's like, oh. Mysterio has you like in one of his mind illusions. You're like, Mysterio? Like, we never even fought Mysterio. Why the fuck would he do this shit? See, that's actually like a nod, or maybe even a jab. That's a jab at Old Man Logan. I thought.
Okay, yeah. No
because
shit.
because the same thing, like Mysterio has never fought the X-Men before, even though they have like a shitload of illusionists, but Mysterio's the guy to get him. Like, okay, it doesn't make any sense. So the same thing with this. So Mysterio is supposedly the one locked him in there, and like that didn't make any sense. But then Hulk like walks outside the door. He like, I'm leaving the Avengers mansion. He walks out there. He's in this Matrix room. He's like, okay, Mysterio must like really stepped his game up. He must have became a reality warper and pull some shit like this. So he goes back, sees the Avengers. The Avengers all pile up in there like, Hulk, you need to calm down. And Hulk is like, I'm not calming down. Hulk's mad. So he just starts beating the shit out of all of them. But when he starts beating the shit out of them, nothing happens. You know, he just no sound, no feeling, no nothing. It's like, so I must be dreaming, you know, for all this shit to happen. So then what happens, Vision does some bullshit and he wakes up and it's basically the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So he wakes up in the scene and he's been trapped in this room. He's got this long beard, long hair, all the stuff like that. And he's just been in there. So where has Hulk been? He's in an AIM base, you know, advanced idea mechanics. How long he's been there? We don't know. But he gets attacked by AIM. They put guns at him. They actually got guns strong enough to hurt him, starting to shoot the shit out of him. He tries to run away from him, and they end up catching him anyway. And he is found by MODOK. You know, mechanism only designed, advanced killing.
For only killing or something? Yeah.
For only killing? I forgot. Yeah. Let me show you the picture.
Old man MODOK.
Old man, I was just saying that old man MODOK.
Yeah.
And then Hulk said, "Oh, well, you're MODOK or something." Well, Hulk has what the fuck he say? I can't remember what he said. I can't read the shit.
Hulk has usually large kidneys or something.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, I should have said Knuckles. Knuckles make more sense, you know." All right, so he goes there and MODOK like, "What did you?" And he's like, "Where's Rick? Where's Betty? They're dead. You killed them?" Like, no, I didn't kill them. They killed them. Like, who is they? They, the people y'all always naming, like they always doing shit. They did it. They caused World War III. World War III happened. They blew up some shit. Rick and Betty died in it. All the other heroes died in it. And you've been here like, hey, wow, you've been here decades. You know, another war after that happened because in Future Purdy says that he said World War III happened. There's some other bullshit happened after that. Some other bullshit happened after that. The book goes in all details about all the other bullshit, like the Black Saint site. How you say that?
The Sith?
Sith.
Like the Grim Reaper. But
I never knew what it was. I guess
Sith,
that's what we call it. Yeah, we're gonna call it that. Yeah, whatever he walks around with. So they saying they fucked some shit up. They blew up some more people. The whole like LA is like the whole Earth is radiated. Like you see it, you just see this dystopian future, but nobody can walk around it because the entire air is toxic. Hulk can do it because, like I said, he's gamma, so he can just walk around and just do whatever he wants. Which is why MODOK kidnapped him to begin with, because he wanted to study his gamma radiation to see how they absorb radiation so he can, you know, maybe solve this shit. You know. Then Hulk goes to the Hollywood sign. And he's like, "Why are you here?" He's like, "Well, it's the only thing I saw." He's like, and MODOK is basically telling him, "Look, Hulk, I know you want to leave, but why don't you just stick around?" Like, no, he didn't call him. He calls him Dr. Banner. He like, "Dr. Banner, stick around with your brain. We can figure this shit out. You know, in about 27 to 30 years, maybe we can find, you know, the air will not be as polluted enough that, you know, can save humanity. They can finally come out and do stuff." Hulk like, "Nah, why? So they can just fuck some more shit up when they get out?"
Yeah, they can do it all over again.
Right.
Destroy themselves again. Yeah.
Right. So Hulk just starts smashing the Hollywood sign. And then when he smashes the Hollywood sign, he turns it into a Hulk sign and then just jumps away.
Yeah.
And MODOK's like, fuck. And to be continued. So that's just the beginning story of this one. So yeah, I'm all in on this one. I'm bought in on this one. As long as Peter David is doing it, I'm sold. If it was like some, you know, Jim Zub or some bullshit right now. And I like Jim Zub. Jim Zub gave us a shout out. No slide on Jim Zub.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he did give us a shout out one time. You know, he did say you cursed too much, Eli.
Why is it only me?
Right. But the fact that Peter David is finishing a story that he started, you know, 20 years ago, I'm all aboard on this flesh out because Maestro is hands down my favorite Hulk villain. He just brings so much to the story. He's just awesome. So Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Eli, I'm being premature on this, but yeah, 5 out of fucking 5. Let's bring that shit back.
Yeah, watch your language.
Right.
No, I agree. This is a 5 for me. That conversation that between MODOK and Hulk at the end,
Yeah.
when MODOK is like, "Oh yeah, they always destroy everything. They created World War III.
Mhm.
You know, that's just what humans do."
Right.
You know,
and he kept saying they, like, who is they?
Yeah.
Dr. Doom, Magneto? Like, no,
Yeah.
they, them.
when Hulk says, "Yeah, and the Avengers, all these heroes didn't do anything to stop it."
That was some deep shit.
He was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
like, they didn't stop World War III. They didn't stop 9/11. Gun
They didn't
control.
stop Chernobyl.
They
Right.
didn't stop Chernobyl. They'd rather go fight Red Skull and ignore gun control." So he's basically, how you're like always shitting on Batman.
Right.
How you're like, "Oh, Batman could do way more good as Bruce Wayne instead of Batman. Bruce Wayne could fund, social services with all the money he has instead of Batman going up and beating the shit out of poor people." You
Right.
make that argument all the time. And then I'm like, but Hulk right here is like, Avengers have the power to do the same thing. X-Men, Avengers, they're always going back in time and resetting the universe. Why can't they make a universe where there's no crime and no racism and shit like that?
Right. Something like they always mind controlling people anytime they feel like it anyway.
Yeah, Professor X can control people's minds. You think he'd
and it's not like he don't do it. He does it all the time.
You think Professor X could like influence people to not be assholes, criminals, and politicians to like be cool?
Right. Like all these crazy ass shit that Reed Richards creates. Like, oh, I just created a time machine, or I just created what the fuck. He can sell it, give it to people.
And back to Civil War. When we had our debate with Civil War, I'm talking about the comic book book Civil War, when the people rise up and they tackle Captain America at the end. The people are fed up. The superheroes are the government in that story. The people are fed up. The superheroes, they got their heads up their ass. They're in space fighting aliens. X-Men are going back in time every other weekend and shit. They can't relate to the people anymore because they're so busy dealing with all these otherworldly threats that they forgot about humanity.
Because they say they're fighting for humanity, but are they really?
Yeah, and here Hulk basically says they ignored humanity this whole time because they let this shit happen. And I just like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
and the funny thing is, like, Peter David like said that shit in original Future Imperfect, but it just went in more detail here. It's like he really like, this is what I was trying to say. I'm about to spell this shit out for you if you didn't catch it the first time.
Yeah.
Let's go to the callers. Let's see. I really like to see a Marvel Universe story in DC Universe, but they actually solve the world's problems. Here's the thing. They actually have a few stories like that. Like Grant Morrison wrote a Justice League story like that, actually explaining why they don't. And I actually agree with them on it.
Of course, Grant Morrison.
Like
that.
Oh shit! Let's do another one we got. Yeah. Yes, I love Peter David. Yeah.
Yeah. Batman, I think it's 45 or something. The Scott Snyder. It's Scott Snyder and Jock. Yeah, Capullo took a break. I think it's 45 or 48, but it's a standalone.
The one
story
where he doesn't, like, he looking for shit to do and nobody's doing any crime. That one?
No, where he's trying to solve that murder of the kid who fell from the sky, and it turns out that that kid got power. Who was that guy they had that drug that was turning people into powers and shit?
Amazo?
No, it was in that 52 run. I can't remember, but the kid got powers and he grew wings.
Hey, First, what up? See, I finally have a friend in here. It's not just people just ganging up on me.
All right, what up, y'all?
Like Eli brought his whole fucking army over here.
But yeah. Anyways, Batman. In that story, Batman basically goes to the hood and tells the kids, like, "Hey, I'm not here to scare you guys. I'm here to help you guys. Please talk to me. Please don't treat me like a cop," basically. And it was very deep. It was a very deep story for Batman.
As soon as we get off this, I'm reading that. I'm going to DC Universe, and I'm reading it. So.
It's 45 or 42. It's Snyder and Jock. Jock did the art, but it's one of the 40s. So that's what I'm saying.
You are my friend, Will.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I love that conversation. I thought Gotham and Gotham Girl.
That's King. That's Tom King. We're talking about Snyder. So we're talking about because that's Rebirth. That's Rebirth. Yeah. Yeah,
this is. I can't remember. There was that serum. He made one of them villains made a serum, and it was giving people powers. And this kid from the hood is basically a allegory about drugs in the disenfranchised community. And this kid got this drug, injected himself. He grew wings because he was trying to escape the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? So there's all that. Mm-hmm. It's Scott Snyder getting all political and stuff. It's a great story, and a standalone one shot, with Jock. So that's the one. But like I said, it makes the same arguments as this. Hulk lays it out, and I just thought that was great, and you kind of see where this is going, where he becomes Maestro.
Because you can see the seeds planting of Maestro right now. So that's the thing. Like Maestro, almost turned he was making so much sense. He was almost turning to Hulk into Maestro even when he was young. He was like, damn, well, maybe I should just do this shit now. Just skip the middleman. Just so because Maestro makes sense. And that's the thing. We're looking at a story where the good guy becomes the bad guy, but maybe that's the way it should have been.
Yeah. That's so he's like, oh, we can save humanity. It's like, for what? They're just gonna kill themselves again. Because
technically, in the story that we originally read, he did save humanity. He did some fucked up shit to do it, but he did save humanity.
Yeah.
So
this was great. I was really blown away. I was surprised that it was this good.
And so yes, the book we're talking about, Maestro 1. You want to read a good book? Read Maestro 1, especially if you love Incredible Hulk. Well, your friend in the barbershop and get that beard fixed. Nope, gonna let it rock.
I thought it was like because the Stanley Cup, you're letting it grow because of the hockey.
Yes, because I'm in the hockey. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so Eli, we have an assignment for next week. We got homework.
Okay.
New Mutant.
Do we? Oh, we got to see it somehow.
You
gonna go to the movies?
Yeah, I'm going to the movies. I'm going to see it. I'm going to get the tickets tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to go see it.
Okay.
So I think we should just, if you see it, that's going to be the show. That's going to be the whole show.
Stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask.
Yeah, I'm going to do the whole thing. Eat popcorn underneath it and stuff like that. Maybe eat popcorn through a straw. I don't know. Fuck it. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to go see it. If you see it, we're going to do a whole show of it.
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, I'll try to get around. I'm hoping it might go to the drive. I went to the drive-in last week and saw Jaws in Jurassic Park. It was great.
Nice.
So
okay.
hopefully it comes to a drive-in. I'll go to a drive-in and see it.
Okay. Well, just let me know. If you see it, we'll do it. If not, we'll switch gears and do something else. So we'll figure it out. Yeah. All right. So we got a whole appreciate everybody sticking around. We got a whole bunch of people in here, but we're done because it's late. And share this shit out. If y'all like it, share this shit out, comment, like it, whatever. Get some more people in here. We're gonna have a big party in here, stuff like that. First, get some of my people in here too, not just all Eli's folks in here. So
this doctorate level on discussion in comics level. Okay.
Wait, what?
He said, I guess I'm getting deep on movies and yeah, I mean I'm a nerd. That's what I do.
That's what we do. We break this shit down. So yeah. All right. So next week, if we don't die, we will review New Mutants and we'll go from there. Until then, it's Leroy.
This is Eli.
We talk to you guys next week. Same bully time, same bully channel.
We have a poem here. It's called Whitey on the Moon. And it was inspired by some Whiteys on the moon. So I want to give credit where credit is due. All right. That's it. A rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell and Whitey's on the moon. I can't pay no doctor bills, but Whitey's on the moon. 10 years from now, I'll be paying still while Whitey's on the moon. The man just upped my rent last night, cause Whitey's on the moon. No hot water, no toilets, no lights, but Whitey's on the moon. I wonder why he's up in me. Cause Whitey's on the moon? Well, I was already giving him 50 a week and now Whitey's on the moon. Taxes taking my whole damn check. The junkies make me a nervous wreck. The price of food is going up. And as if all that crap wasn't enough, a rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell and Whitey's on the moon. Was all that money I made last year for Whitey on the moon? How come I ain't got no money here? Whitey's on the moon. You know, I just about had my fill of Whitey on the moon. I think I'll send these doctor bills, air mail special. To Whitey on the moon.